Okay. Before we go to this is the payroll schedule. Before I go to the payroll journal, first of all, we create a payslip. Okay, we need to create a what? A payslip. Payslip, right? Okay. So what is a payslip again? So as a definition, let's go back to the slides. Okay, a payslip is a document issued to employees showing a breakdown of their salary, deductions, and net pay for a specific period, right? So let's go to the schedule, let's go to the payroll schedule, right? So the pay slip will be derived from this what? From this worksheet or this table here, right? So what should we do? So first of all, this is a document that we'll give to our employees. All right. So um, normally you start with here. Let's put a logo. Okay. Here there'll be a logo. So if you say payslip, you can say payslip for the month of July, right? You can find ways of designing this. You can design it in the way you want. Okay. So okay, let me just do this. Okay. The logo is okay. Let me just do that. Delete that. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, you can have a logo there, and then you can have your words somewhere anywhere. Payslip, payslip, or you can just say July 2025 payslip. Okay, so this is how I would design it. Um, okay, okay. I can have name. Okay, I can have name here, name, or I can put it here, name. Okay, basically it has to show gross pay. Then we will have to have deductions, the deductions. Then somewhere we can have net pay or take home pay. Okay, so we can have take home pay there. Let me see what we can have. Okay, take home pay, gross pay. Okay, for the deductions we can have them there, and then let's put formula. Okay, so for the formula, we have a number of deductions here. So we'll start with we can start with pay, then the other deduction. Let's go to our schedule. Pension, let me insert one row or two rows. Okay, the other deduction will be health insurance, and the other deduction will be loan repayment. All right. So, okay, let me put that in bold, here in bold again, and also here in bold. Okay. So, for the uh, deductions, let's put a formula. I'll put a sum formula there, which will take from pay down to the loan repayments. Okay. For the net pay, I also put a formula which will be gross pay minus deductions. Okay. And then down there, I've prepared by, then or approved by. Okay. So we can also have a second level like reviewed by or something like that. But I'll just stop here. Okay. As I said, this is supposed to be let me just it's supposed to be a logo, so it's too big. It can just be like this. Okay, so this is where you can insert your logo there. Okay, so let's suppose our logo is just this color, the yellow color. Right. So we want to have a name here. So once I put a name, I want the gross pay to populate and also the net pay to populate, the pension to populate, and at the same time the loan amount to populate. So okay, so in Excel, what tools or functions should I use? Okay, the first tool to use will be what? Number one, the first tool will be data validation. That will be the first tool. The second tool will be what? I'll use the X look lookup. So these are the two tools I'll use. One will be data validation, another one X lookup. Okay. So for the data validation, we'll have a list here, a drop-down list of the names of these names we have here. Okay, so that we can select from there. Right. So let's start. On the name, I'll go to the data tab, and then I search data validation. Then here on the drop down, I select list. Then on the list, here on the list, I'll go to the schedule, and then go here and select the range I want the names to pick from, or I want the data validation to pick from. Okay, so once I've selected that, I'll just say apply. Okay, now that I have applied, so you see now there is this drop down here. So if I do like this, you see there are names there. So you can just select Brian, Clara, and Alice. Okay, so you can select from the drop down. So for that, we have used the what? The data validation tool in Excel, right? So now I have to now use the XLOOKUP to get figures from this schedule, and then the figures will automatically populate. How am I going to do that? So I'll say I want to get the gross pay. Okay, here the gross pay. How do I do it? Okay, Doing that would be simple. You just go to equals X lookup tab. What is the lookup value? Okay, I'm looking in the table, in the payroll schedule, I'm looking for, or I'm looking up Alice Banda, comma, what would be the lookup array? Okay, you go to the table and select the lookup array. So my lookup array will be the whole, this one, this column, okay, and then comma, what will be the next will be the what? The return array. So the return array is where you want to get your answer. Okay, so it's that one. I just put what? Enter. Okay, you see what has happened. Okay. So here the automatically I'm getting what? I'm getting 405,000. Right. So let me see if I can okay. The number current. Okay, let me just put it. Yeah, in a currency, just like that. Yeah. Okay. So let me also do it like that. Okay. So 405,000. So this is the gross pay, right? So I also do the same for the um you see if I do like this, I select blind, automatically the gross pay will change. Okay. If I also select Clara, the gross pay is also what? Is also changing, right? So I'll do the same for pay, pension, insurance, and loan repayment. Okay. So what I'll do is, since the only change will be the lookup array will be the same. The only change will be these columns, right? So what I'll do is, in this formula, I'll lock the lookup value. So I'll lock that one with the US dollar. I also lock that one with the US dollar, and then I'll copy this, copy and paste to payee. You see, we're getting NA. Now you go to payroll schedule, and payee is in this column K, right? So the return array in our formula will be what? Will be K. We just put K there, another K there. See? I don't know what is happening now. Okay. I'm getting an error. Okay, let me just start again. X lookup, X lookup, lookup array will be this one, comma, lookup value rather, then the lookup array, this one, then the return array will be what? Be that one. Okay, now we got figures there. Okay, now we got, is that the figure for B? Oh, okay, sorry, I was getting the J should be the K, the column should be K, right? So I'll get K, K, okay? So that is thing. So quickly I'll do for the other ones. Lookup array, Clara, Pande, comma, lookup value, okay. Then lookup array, that one, comma. Then return array will be the what? The health insurance. Okay, getting the figure there. What am I doing now? Okay, pension. Okay, pay is K, pension is L. Okay, pay is K, yes. pension is L. Pension is L. Same for the health insurance. I'll do X lookup value, Clara, comma, then lookup array, that one, that column, then the return array, health insurance. Just like that. And then the same for the loan, do X lookup, tab, lookup value, that one, comma, lookup array, column C, return array, run the payment. All right. So this one is not supposed to just remove that one. Okay. Right. So here's the total deductions. You have the total deductions there. What is it? That's our total deductions. And talking of net pay for Clara is 265. So that's 265. We go to this one. Where is Clara? Clara's net pay. We go to this one. Get this one. By the way, if you want to, I don't know if there's yes. If you want to highlight a row, you're not sure which row you are in or which column you are in, you can just use the focus cell, this one. Okay, so how do you get it? You go to view, then focus cell. Okay, so you can just say, okay, which row are we talking about? This row. Okay, so it highlights the entire row and the entire the column so that you easily see the figures you want, right? So that's the net pay. You can just remove like that, the focus. So that's the net pay for Clara. So if I want to get the net pay for Alice, I'll just select from the drop down here, and you see the figures here. All these figures will change, and they will be equal to the figures we have in the payroll schedule. Okay, so if I select Alice, you see the figures have changed, and the net pay is what 275 for Alice, which is the same as Alice, the same as this figure here, this figure here, 279 for 50. Okay, let's do the same for Brian. So for Brian, you see what will happen if I put Brian. All these figures here will change. So I put Brian. See, all these figures have changed. You know, Brian doesn't have a loan. All these have changed just by using the XLOOKUP function, Excel function, right? And here you see Brian, the net pay is 434,000. And if you come here, focus cell, where is Brian? This is Brian, and you see the net pay is what? 434,950. Right. So in a nutshell, that's what a payslip is. So you can find ways of customizing it. You can have your own designs, but this is the way a payslip looks like. At the end of every month, employees will be interested in knowing how much they are earning, how much are the deductions, all that, and how much are they taking home, right? So yeah, in a nutshell, this is what a payslip is all about, right? So with this, I've come to an end of this topic, the payslip preparation. Now let's go to creation of the payroll journal. Okay, in the next, that is in the next slide. Thank you.